Alright, g'day YouTube. I don't know how well y'all can see me because I'm in the dark, but there's let me just turn the camera around real quick, and oh, there you go. Now you might be able to see me a little better, but there's a street light over there which I can on the busy road. Obviously it's like reflecting off of shit, so I mean, I don't know how well y'all can see through this lens, but it helps when I turn on the flash anyways, the flashlight. So yeah, for filming at night or making YouTube videos at night or in the dark, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, anyways, all right, first things first, I just want to clarify with y'all real quick. I am not drunk or tipsy really at all. I'm sober. I haven't had anything to drink today yet. Anyways, I don't know if I will later tonight, but just know that, yeah, I mean, if I went a little wild with the last, couple videos, if I was either tipsy or coming off of alcohol, I can't remember. I think one of them, like, I was kind of still like in the final stages of sobering up from drinking, like, and then like the other one, I had a couple more drinks and like, whatever, it just went a little wild. But I'm sober as a judge right now, so I mean, there shouldn't be any issues with anything anyway. So yeah, even if I was tipsy, I mean, I still have an idea. I still know what I'm doing, but yeah, whatever. Anyways, on with the video. Today, we have another script of 15 bands that we have. So it's if you read the title of the video, y'all blokes and Sheilas, it's what your favorite band says about you with a Furry / Scalie twist. Technically part 2. So yeah, without further ado, we have number 1, Machines of Loving Grace, which I don't know, y'all probably can't see exactly right now, but I am wearing my Machines of Loving Grace concentration shirt, and I suppose I can include the eBay link in the description if y'all want to go buy that. And it's very cool. It's just the album cover poster shirt, and yeah, that's what I did last time for the last couple videos. Like I mentioned, buying the band merchandise, etc., and I included the links in the description, so I can do that again for y'all who may or may not be interested in buying the shirt or the merchandise. So yeah, anyways, number 1, we have for our Machines of Loving Grace. I already said that. If you are a Machines of Loving Grace fan, you are most likely a Sand / Nightwing hype. You have a Sandwing / Nightwing hybrid Sona / OC, and you love other underrated industrial bands, not just Machines of Loving Grace. You're probably a multi-instrumentalist, singer. You may or may not be an otherkin / divergent or spiritual divergent, whatever you want to call that. Generally, you're very chill, laid back, probably bisexual and or pansexual. You have a nightlife, like you like staying up late and doing, gaming or even just playing guitar, like when your parents go out of town, for example, at 2 a.m. or something. And then you love your beer, junk food, your piercings, tattoos, maybe your tequila and, seltzers, stuff like that sometimes. So or every now and then you're probably, I already said that, you're probably a gamer too. Just have it on the description here, or the definition, whatever. And you love your friends, partners, lovers, and are probably also polyamorous. Okay, and then number 2, moving right along, we have Split Persona, which is a kind of newer band I've been getting into, and I'm also friends with I'm friends with them on Instagram. I even have Xander's phone number, I will say. But yeah, shout out to Xander and my amigos in Split Persona. Love y'all very much, and this one's for you. Yeah, because I haven't really done a guitar cover or anything of or vocal cover or anything of one of your songs yet. I might do that in the future, but if you're a Split Persona fan, generally you probably have Instagram. You listen truly you listen truly / closely, if that makes sense, to your friends and or loved ones when in conversation with them. You probably also have your own underground / up and coming metal / rock bands, whether it be metalcore or new / industrial, alternative rock, whatever. And next it says you probably have either a kangaroo or hyena sona. You don't give a fuck about the haters and are probably on the younger side. And at number 3, we have Sister Machine Gun. You most likely have a copy, at least, of Sins of the Flesh in your CD collection. You have a lion and or big cat sona or persona, and are in love with Scar from The Lion King. And as y'all can see, I have if y'all haven't already, please get a snack and or drink, like a soda, beer, wine, whatever you want to get, and chips or candy or whatever, something like that, because this is going to be a bit of a long video. If y'all couldn't already tell, you're all are strapped in, locked in, watching this motherfucker. So yeah, anyways, moving on, we have Sister Machine Gun. Already said you most likely have a copy of Sins of the Flesh in your CD collection. You have a lion and or big cat sona, and are still in love with Scar from The Lion King. You're probably really good at playing synthesizer or keyboard. You probably have an industrial piercing like the Machines of Loving Grace fans. Similarly, you smoke and or drink sometimes. You're probably bi, and you're also a big Skinny Puppy fan / enjoyer, which, yeah, little known fun facts. Sister Machine Gun, in the industrial music community, in the industrial circuit, whatever you want to call it, it's more well known. But Sister Machine Gun is actually taken from the Skinny Puppy song 10 Omen, where it says like all together, Sister Machine Gun, etc. Yeah, and then if you didn't know that before, now you know. So yeah, anyways, so next we have a Skinny Puppy. If you're a Skinny Puppy fan, there's a 50% chance you're on the older side. You probably have a few of their CDs and or vinyls in your collection. Whatever one of those you use, or even both. I, for the most part, use CDs myself. So yeah, you're an even better synth and or keyboard player than the Sister Machine Gun fans. You have a Wolf Sona, most likely probably with an 80s goth look and or style with double earrings in both ears. You're most likely pansexual, gay, or bisexual. If you're straight, you're probably bi-curious. And what else does it say on the back here? So, you smoke, drink, and are very well Your smoke, drink, and are very well rooted in the industrial circuit. You smoke and drink probably regularly. So yeah, and you're probably also a Ministry fan, maybe also a Nine Inch Nails fan and or enjoyer. All right, next, number 5, we have Stabbing Westward. If your favorite band is Stabbing Westward, you're totally okay with the fact that your favorite band's pretty much directly ripped off Nine Inch Nails. You're either a kobold or a you're either a kobold or a horse. You have a kobold or a horse persona / OC. You have at least their first 2 albums in your CD collection. You probably play guitar and or bass. Probably also in your own industrial band / group. You might be a part of the LGBT community. And you're probably also a Gravity Kills fan too. That means you listen to ChemLab, another band I've been listening to recently. Really good industrial band that, if you're not aware of them for some reason already, or if you haven't checked them out, 16 Volt. Yeah, I'm really liking Eric Powell. He's a very good lyricist, very good composer, musician. So yeah, and 16 Volt. But yeah, they're I would have included them on this list, but I'm not into them enough yet to know. But I've been listening to, checking out American porn songs released in 2009, and I'm considering buying it on CD probably in the near future, when I have money again, in other words, or currency scrolls, shillings. So yeah. But anyways, my favorite song by them, which I do know for sure, is Alkali, the first track off of the album. And yeah, I'm thinking about, like, learning it on guitar and bass. Maybe, I don't know, I can't remember exactly if there's a keyboard or synth part, but yeah, definitely worth learning on guitar and bass from what I've heard. Very solid, groovy, catchy riffs and everything. So yeah, just a great fucking song, great band, great album. 16-volt American born songs. Just thought I'd throw that in here real quick. But yeah, anyways, moving on. Okay, Chem Lab number 6. You're probably also a Bile fan enjoyer, which is, again, another one of my favorite industrial metal / rock bands, whatever you want to call it. Although Bile is also somewhat new metal too, to be honest, especially on their Sex Reflex album, and everything from, well, Sex Reflex to their greatest hits album, Regurge, A Bucket of Bottles. So yeah, Demonic Electronic and what is it, The Copy Machine are also kind of somewhat new metal. So yeah, and you first start noticing it really on Techno Horror, to be honest. There's like some like early whatever, like you can tell like Slipknot and Korn were kind of influenced, like those bands influence each other, like Bile, Slipknot and Korn and Mudvayne, and Dope from New York as well, and yeah, it's just, or what is it, the riff on You Can't Love This sounds like, or the riff on You Can't Love This Part 4 sounds like the riff off of it's On the Life by Dope on American Apathy, which came out in 2005. So yeah, more fun facts for y'all. Or things I've noticed anyways. Okay. You're probably also a Bile fan / enjoyer, at least if you're a Chem Lab fan, you also at least own a copy of Burnout at the Hydrogen Bar on CD. You probably have a German Shepherd you have a German Shepherd / Husky hybrid canine Sona or dog. In other words, you're familiar with playing drop D songs on guitar because you're a big Chino Leonardo fan, which another little known facts, which is again kind of well known in the industrial music community or circuit, whatever. Gino Leonardo was actually originally the guitarist or lead guitarist of Chem Lab before he joined Filter. So yeah, and then because you're familiar with playing drop D songs on guitar, and are probably also a Filter fan as well, because Chemical Halo was the first Chem Lab tune you learned on guitar. You're snarky and or sarcastic at times, and or are funny. You probably don't work, and you probably do not work as a chemist in a quote-unquote actual Chem Lab I have written on here. So yeah, kind of funny, I know. Number 7 is Ministry. You commonly joke about how Nine Inch Nails is mid and Ministry are better, even though secretly you actually are also a Nine Inch Nails fan. Also, you're almost the same age as the Skinny Puppy fans and or enjoyers, except there's a chance you could be a dragon instead of a wolf, and or wait, not almost the same. You're almost the same as the Skinny Puppy fans and or enjoyers, except there's a chance you could be a dragon instead of a wolf, and or have a generally more 90s style or maybe still 80s style goth / industrial alternative whatever look, not only to your Sona but also how you dress. Maybe like you wear a lot of black, a lot of jewelry, piercings, leather jackets, all that, the fishnet whatever stuff, the yeah, all that good stuff. But yeah, anyways, or what do you call it, like you'll see, like, back then the fishnet, arm things, like in like the they're not arm warmers, but yeah, you know what I'm talking about. The corsets, I think, and if that's the right word for it, yeah, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. But yeah, anyways, filter number 8 filter. You probably have some kind of canine and or kangaroo or hyena husky hybrid sona, or yeah, canine kangaroo hybrid would be really interesting, honestly. But yeah, hyena husky hybrid would be 2. Yeah, that's for your species of Sona or OC, whatever you want to call it. You're also a multi-instrumentalist and or singer. You could be a smartass, like bit of a smartass like the ChemLab fans, even more familiar with playing guitar and drop D tuning than the ChemLab fans again. And then there's a 60% chance you broke up with your old band or formed your own, and that kind of goes for any of these. Like, you know, if any of these are generally your favorite bands, you probably have your own, at least industrial band. If you blend other genres, if you're a hybrid genre band like mine, your new / industrial, metalcore, gent, etc., well then that's great. So yeah, but yeah, if any of these I've mentioned so far are your favorite band, then yes, you're definitely in some kind of band or group of your own, or at least you are a musician. You play at least guitar, probably. So yeah, yeah, you guys get the idea. So yeah, yeah, that's it. All right, that's it for paper number 1. On to paper number 2. So yeah, we're halfway there, y'all, basically. So yeah, okay. Number 9, we have Nerve Pitch from Canada, which we're having some new metal bands. So we got, not only do we have industrial metal / rock bands, but we also have some new metal, some grunge, alternative, etc. So yeah, Nerve Pitch, you absolutely adore underground / underrated new / industrial and your alternative metal / rock bands / groups. All right. Something else I have to get out of the way, y'all, here is again, if any of these are your favorite bands, Sins of the Scale, you're probably also into Sins of the Scales, which again, as you know, on my other videos, I've included the links in the description to my Spotify and also my original rough YouTube demo I've sent to some of you as well. But yeah, if Sins of the Scales fan, if you're if you're a Sins of the Scales fan, or like even if we're your favorite band somehow already, everything I mentioned so far about all the other bands in this video applies to you, because you can be any species and everything and be a Sins of the Scales fan / enjoyer. And yeah, you probably are in, you know, yeah, just you get the idea. Everything that I have mentioned and will mention as we go along here applies to you. If Sins to the Scales especially is your favorite band. So yeah, anyways, okay. Nerve Pitch, and then moving on, you're probably a multi-instrumentalist and or singer. You have some kind of dragon and or kangaroo hybrid Sona / OC. You might be bisexual and or pansexual, and at the very least you have a nose ring and an earring / low piercing in one ear. You definitely have rare new metal CDs in your collection. Also probably have rare new metal shirts, merchandise, etc. Okay, number 10, Folder from Italy. You have a sky and or rainwing hybrid Sona and or OC. You're at least part Italian. You have at least one of their CDs in your collection, whether it be Keep the Flow or Right Things, which yeah, I've talked about previously on this channel. And so yeah, if you anyways, if any of these are your favorite bands, please, and you want to talk more about music and share Spotify playlists or anything, especially if you're interested in joining Sins of the Scales. Once again, I am looking for especially a drummer and or bassist, keyboard / synth player, and yeah, keyboard, synth, samplist, player, kind of similar to Craig Jones and Slipknot, I guess. But yeah, or ex-Slipknot, because he's not in the band anymore, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm looking for, drummer, bassist, keyboard, samplist, synth player, DJ, scratcher, and definitely a second/rhythm guitarist and a bassist, and a background singer, backing vocalist. You get the idea. So yeah, all right. Moving on. Again, links will be in the description to my Instagram and Twitter. So yeah, if you're interested in that, I can, show you all that, or I can improvise something to put a certain number backwards that I can give you if you don't have Instagram and or Twitter. So yeah, all I have to say about that. All right, moving on. Okay, folder. Already said you have at least one of their CDs in your collection. If you ever find someone else online and or on social media who knows about and or is another enjoyer and or fan of them, you hit them up without a second thought, especially if they're a fellow furry and or scaly. You don't care if your guitar riffs, bass lines, etc. sound like Italian Limp Bizkit and or Korn in your songs, and maybe a little bit of Slipknot in there as well. But yeah, anyways, okay, number 11, Seo Taiji. You have a rain/sea-wing hybrid and or OC. Rain/sea-wing hybrid OC and or Sona, basically the same as the folder fans, but with Korea's brand/rendition of new metal. Okay, moving on here. We have 12, Powerman 5000. You have a Lynx and or Possum Sona. There's a 70% chance you're a quote-unquote quirked up white boy. If you know, you know. You fellow PM5K fans out there. You probably have an older 90s or early 2000s dirt bike and or ATV, sort of like Mad Max style-ish. You like your new/industrial metal and rock, kind of on the funky side at times. You're also pretty into racing/motocross, etc., and maybe science fiction like space stuff and whatnot, and aliens and the Terminator, Jurassic Park, etc. Also, you love the OG Mad Max movies too, and drinking, playing guitar, and getting stoned from time to time. Or it can be drinking, getting stoned. It could just be one of those, but it's probably both. But yeah, anyways, about the dirt bike, racing, motocross, desert, like Mad Max thing, that can sort of apply, I guess, to any of these bands that I mentioned so far. But yeah, especially Powerman 5. And I'm going to say already, the last band that I added to this two-paper list, number 15, Clone B. Yeah, that applies to the Clone B fans as well, like the dirt bike, desert racing thing, whatever, Mad Max and all that. Yeah. Okay. Number 13, we have Stone Temple Pilots and or STP. You have a Sand/Rainwing hybrid OC /Sona. You still mourn the death of Scott Weiland. Rest in peace, by the way. Dean and Robert DeLeo brothers, or the DeLeo brothers, are at least one of your favorite guitarists and or bassists, especially in the grunge genre. You know for a fact, and don't question, Stone Temple Pilots is being far more than just your average grunge band. You don't question Stone Temple Pilots being far more than just your average grunge band, and they tap into and or experiment with everything from swing music, industrial, to alt metal, and chances are you're probably bisexual. You at the bare minimum own a copy of Core in your CD collection. Again, highly recommend checking out that album if you've never listened to it or never heard of it before, especially if you've never heard of Stone Temple Pilots in general. So yeah, already got Stone Temple Pilots, STP. Anyways, your band is influenced by so-called grunge as well as various other genres. Okay, number 14, Alice in Chains. Second to last here. Alice in Chains, in many ways, you are similar to the Stone STP enjoyers. You still mourn the death of Lane Staley. You at least own a copy of one of their first 2 records on CD in your collection, either Faceless or Dirt. You probably have a pure red sandwing soda and or OC. You probably wear an amber teardrop / gold hoop earring in your left ear from time to time occasionally, which is, by the way, the Kibble and or Outlaw earring. You're madly in love with Jerry Cantrell's beautiful guitar work and riffs and solos and everything. And your own band is obviously influenced by original Alice in Chains. You'll take original Alice in Chains over any other grunge band any day because, again, they're more than just a grunge band. There's a 50% chance you're bi and or pansexual and maybe even gay. There's a 50% chance you're bi and or pansexual or maybe even gay, and most likely you're a Hattie's Kitchen fan too. Lastly, you got the earring in your left ear, so you're an outlaw. Already said that. So yeah. Okay, number 15. Last but not least, we have Clone B from Australia. And if you're a Clone B fan, another grunge influenced new metal band, which again, Hattie's Kitchen is as well. Highly recommend checking out their first 2 records too. And the Clone B, of course, has the Transgenic album, which is their sole and only album. So yeah, if you're a Clone B fan, you're a Sandwing and or Kangaroo, definitely for sure. Or yeah, you're a Sandwing and or Red Kangaroo specifically. Shout out to Renegade Kangaroo, by the way. Hope you're watching and enjoying this. And if you have, you have the Sandwing and or Red Kangaroo soda / OC, you're selfless. There's a 50%. Obviously, there's kind of a 50% chance you're Australian or Aussie, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, and or bi / pansexual. You probably have an outlaw earring, again, the amber teardrop / gold hoop earring, and you're obviously probably an outlaw. And or are Red Kangaroo with earrings, piercings, etc. You let drop a sharp tuning guitar. You don't have too many friends and or lovers. You're probably polyamorous. You probably own Transgenic on CD. Fucking lucky. Yeah. I want to buy that album so bad. You're a great kisser and or are amazing in bed. Smirk, smirk, wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. Yeah, that applies to all the bands that I've mentioned so far, and I had to throw that in for the last one. So yeah, if you know, you know. You must likely play guitar and or bass, drums, etc. And you're very loving and nice. Again, amazing in bed and a great kisser. So yeah, that goes hand or paw and paw. So yeah, talon and talon, whatever. And yeah, okay, that about does it for this video. Just under 30 minutes, or about 30 minutes it looks like. Alright, so again, I will include all links in the description, and thank you all so much for watching and sticking with me throughout the whole thing. Congratulations, I salute you, sir or ma'am. Alright, this is Rue or Chad signing off. Wait a minute, what are, alright, yeah, Rue signing off. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. And, yeah, more music content is coming. So yeah, quick update, I should be getting my, my album cover, or yeah, preview of my album arts, debut album cover and art. Y'all know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know, the commission artist that I'm paying to do my art for me so far that I'm getting, and I should be getting the headshots for the new profile pictures as well. So yeah, anyways, thank you all so much for watching again, sticking till the end. This is Rue signing off. All right, bye, peace out, have a good one. Thanks.